We like to keep everything in Google Drive because it is the best place. We actually set up a few different files like PS screenshots. So these are screenshots of your search engine result page. It's just an industry standard term. We're going to create a folder. And this is where we're going to do the audit of our online presence. So I want you to look for a tool called VPN Search Mentor. This is going to give you what your search results look like anywhere in the world, and it's totally free. That being said, before we do VPN Search Mentor, we can simply look for our name in the search bar. So if I look at myself, I can see that there's, coming up, this always alternates between entrepreneur and film producer, because I do have IMDb as my main bio. That being said, I might want to change that. Video posts here. This is an initial audit by region because Google uses what we call hyperlocal search results. So depending on where you are in the world and depending on what your IP address is, so if you're using a VPN, it might display differently, you're going to see results differently. Also, browser caching. Because I haven't opened incognito, I'm actually going to get results that are more tailored to me. See, I'm not verified on Google. Most people aren't going to see this. I might not get LinkedIn or the site first. It really depends. So go into incognito at the very least and do a search for yourself. Okay, make sure you're logged out. Incognito, you can just hit this bar on the side and then you can go all the way down to new incognito tab if you're in Chrome. You can use private window if you're in Windows, Safari, or anything else. Now, what I recommend you do is we want to actually capture screenshots of search results so we can monitor how it changes over time. So as I said, VPN Search Mentor is a great place to do that. If you're a business, you can see various stakeholders. If you're an individual, depending on where you're applying for a job, you can actually break this down by region. So if I enter my own name in the States, you'll see it's actually quite different. So I'm actually appearing in the top bar here in the States. Very different, right? Videos maybe a little bit higher, don't quite remember, but we can see, okay, pretty similar. But what if I look somewhere totally different? What if I have stakeholders in UAE and business development in United Arab Emirates and I search? Okay, top bar, the website's a little bit higher, so we can see it's a little bit different than when I'm clicking on the US. So this is UAE, and if I scroll down, this is United States. Is it really different? Let's see. Yeah, if we all the way to the bottom, let's scroll. Udemy is at the bottom for UAE, and if I scroll all the way down here, all the way to the bottom for United States, my biography on my website. So it's slightly different. Now, I don't have a lot of search fluctuation because they're mostly links that I own. And this is where you want to get to in our campaign. You want to own most of those links. And I'm going to be talking about in descending order, which links rank higher, how long it takes, what you can expect. But when we look at these, we can see there is search fluctuation. So if things are looking really bad in your hometown, it might not in another state. It might not in another region, which is why I want to bring you back to this tool. Now, again, you can put your name here, vpnsearchmentor.com/tool/search form. I'll do my best to link it. You can also see what it looks like on a mobile device, which might be different. If we go to Canada, we look at my name on a mobile device, you can see this is appearing quite different. LinkedIn is at the top. Okay, and it's not as big, but then we have agencies. So very interesting. I want to show you how to narrow it down even more. If we go to more options, we choose a city, and the city is, let's say, Toronto. I can hit search, and I can get mobile search results for Toronto. Or Toronto, as they call it. So you can do this in your own state. We've campaigns for clients before, and they said, hey, but in New Jersey, it's still negative. We had to go and then do more work, which is why, building a really good idea for us, showing you exactly how to do it by state. I'll talk about how to fix hyperlocal search results, but I wanted to give you a scope of taking a look at these and fixing them. Now, before we wrap this video, before we wrap this lesson, I want you to look for a tool because we want to track our progress here, right? So we're going to go full page, go full page, Chrome. So it's a full screen capture toolbar. I actually already have it downloaded, so I can show you what it looks like. I would go to VPN Search Mentor. I would type in my name. Okay, we're still in results. I usually would get web as a default. And then it's as simple as hitting this tool, and it's going to then go and screenshot the entire page, which I can then, you can see this is my face, but I can then turn this into a PDF and then save it into my search engine result page screenshots folder. So I can go month over month. I can go month one or before work, right? Before we created our content. And then I can save it. So I can see how much better I'm doing over time. There's so many fancy tools in the market, but the best way to do it is just to get a tool. When people search you, they're not going to be using fancy search tools for the most part. Most people are doing a Google search. So I want you to actually audit your reputation by doing that. Now you have brand alerts set up. You can see new things come out. And finally, I want to assign a score. So if we're looking at, we want to see each of the things that come up. So again, positive, negative, or neutral, or potentially positive because I have positive content there, right? Okay, specializing reputation management. My content, we can say that's positive. Based in Halifax, I have to change that. I'm no longer in Halifax. But again, positive, neutral, probably neutral. So we can say positive, positive, neutral, because the meta tag isn't showing anything overtly positive. However, it could be positive to my reputation if I want to sell reputation management services like this course. In my LinkedIn, either positive or neutral, but I'm looking for negative. So if I see negative anywhere here, then I want to assign a score of negative. And the goal is to get the whole first page past result 12. Now on many devices, Google's infinitely scrolling. So we try to get it past result 15, which is usually negative link here. Obviously beyond page 3, generally nobody's going to see it on a page 3. Even people searching for me are not really going to go on a page 3. Okay, if you're a person of interest or notoriety, maybe they'll use different keywords, but it's generally just the name. So this is going to take care of most of your needs. Keep an idea of what is negative, what is not negative. Keep track of what's positive, what's negative, and that will help you a lot. Okay, see you in the next lesson.